Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into In Studio with The Hollywood Reporter. I'm Brian Perrette at The Hollywood Reporter with very special guest today, Brian Dietzen.
Hello, thanks for having me.
It's the Brian and Brian show.
It's the Brian and Brian show. Yes, we're gonna try and speak in unison. Maybe do a little.
We were just fixing each other's hair before we.
It's gonna get weird. It's gonna just get ready. Get ready.
But we spell our names the right way, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. Take that, Y guys.
Yeah, the Y, Brian. Now I have a very serious question for you to start off. How did you celebrate Halloween recently?
Halloween. Well, I have an 8-year-old and 10-year-old, so Halloween's a big deal. So we had a pumpkin carving party at our house.
Cool.
And that was followed by we projected onto our garage door their first viewing of The Goonies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which I don't think it really gets much better than that. It was really awesome.
Did you dress up or?
Yes, I was a wizard. It's a wizard costume that I've had for a long time, and doesn't really require a lot aside from throwing it on. And there you go, easy. How about you? What'd you do?
Actually, this is actually really nice. I didn't dress up this year. I don't know.
What are you doing?
It's really bad.
Come on, man.
No, everyone knows I didn't really celebrate this year.
Well, all right.
I treated myself to a steak though.
Wait till next year. Just get it right.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Usually I do. I don't want to spend an hour talking about Halloween, but usually I do celebrate Halloween.
How so?
Like usually I'll dress up. And I've had some good costumes in the past.
Name 3.
Steve Jobs.
Okay, good. He doesn't have it.
Donald Trump.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
Way back when, before he was running for president.
Yeah.
And
one more.
There was a good one.
You said some. I thought there'd be 3.
Superman.
That's pretty good, actually.
No, but I think there was a better one. Anyways.
Yeah. At any rate. Whatever.
Anyways, we're here to talk about NCIS.
Oh, yeah.
And specifically last night's episode, and you kind of telling me what that episode meant to you.
Yeah.
Can you kind of share that with the audience?
Absolutely. Well, last night's episode, in case you didn't watch, sorry, you're going to get a few spoilers, but if you did watch, you know that Jimmy Palmer, played by myself, is raising funds for an all-inclusive playground. And this means like a playground that includes ramps for children who use wheelchairs, also children who are differently able to use crutches and that sort of thing. So he is involved in this playground this foundation that builds playgrounds for children of all abilities. And he's going around and he's basically asking for donations from all of his coworkers. That includes Bishop and McGee and Abby and Torres. And he gets to Torres and he's like, "You still haven't given money. Can you please? And Torres, played by Wilder Valderrama, says, "Yeah, man, I'm on it. I totally will. I just haven't done it quite yet." And he punches in $50. Finally, he's going to do it. And then cut to later, Jimmy Palmer is saying, "My God, thank you so much. I can't believe you gave that much." And Torres thinks it's just because I outgave my coworkers by $10. He forgot to add the decimal point, so he gave $5,000 instead of $50, and has to kind of say, "Can I get that money back?" So awkwardness ensues with Jimmy Palmer and Torres, and then by the end we have a heartwarming NCIS moment, which is that Torres sees, wow, this is amazing work that these guys are doing, and maybe I don't ask for all this money back. And it was very special to me because I was a Grand Marshal in the parade for Shane's Inspiration, which is a foundation that's very near and dear to my heart. They build all-inclusive playgrounds here in Los Angeles, but also like around the world. They have, I believe, about 80 all-inclusive playgrounds worldwide, with another about 60 to 70 in development. And they're not cheap to do, so they need a lot of funding. And I've been involved with them for quite some time. One of our executive producers, Scott Williams, is the guy that founded Shane's with his wife Catherine. So it's been a.
Is there a way people can go donate, or?
Yes. I'm glad that you asked that. Shane'sInspiration.org. If you go there today and you want to give a couple bucks, and if you like the episode, maybe you can give a few dollars to Shane's. Or if not, you just go check it out and see what they're doing for kids across the country, and it might be something that your town would want to look into as well.
Now we also want to talk about it's the 15th season of NCIS.
Yes.
Going into this milestone season.
It feels like 14.
Yeah, when it does?
Yeah, no, it's like it seemed like that's a bit. 15 is a big number, but it feels like 14. Yeah.
And you've been on since 2004, correct?
Somewhere thereabouts, yeah.
So it's about 13.
So what does it say in your notes?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes.
Is that right? Yeah, no, that is correct. But going into filming this milestone season, did you guys celebrate it all? And
yeah, it's interesting as the show progresses on. The show evolves and changes and morphs a little bit. This year we welcomed Maria Bello onto the show, and she, terrific actor, and she's playing Jack Sloan, who's another agent on our team, and we welcomed Wilder Valderrama and Dwayne Henry last year. So instead of like this celebration of we reached this milestone or this one, it's always kind of this ever-changing, evolving family dynamic, which is pretty cool.
Now, how would you say, I guess, Palmer has changed for you in your eyes, in ways you like or not like, or maybe not changed?
I like what he's been up to. This last year, we found out that Jimmy Palmer is indeed a medical doctor. He's no longer just a medical assistant. So it's really enabled him to help out David McCallum, his character, Ducky. In fact, this year we just found out that Ducky is going to be writing a book and taking a bit of a teaching sabbatical in New York. And Palmer's going to take over the reins in Autopsy a little bit here and there, and we're certainly still going to have David, coming back as Ducky, but Jimmy's taking the lead on a lot of these cases. So it's been kind of a cool maturation where the first season, I mean, I was hired as a one-day guest star, like one day, and the dude has grown a lot since then, as I guess we all do in 14 years.
Well, I mean, that day you were hired as a guest, actually, did you ever think you'd be on a show for 15 seasons?
Yeah, this was kind of my plan.
Yeah. You knew right away.
Yeah, if I'm being real honest with you.
You stepped on set and said...
Yeah, I was like, I think this is the one. No,
I'm going to go have the Brian and Brian show and talk about the 15 seasons.
Here's how you guest star on a show and make it last for 15 years. But to be honest, there's that thing that all actors have, like, what if they bring me back? What if they, I know my character dies, but what if I recur on this thing? Or, and like actors will tell themselves these great stories and whatnot. They just generally don't come true, and they did for this one, so it's cool.
Now, a lot of fans were sad by the news that Pauley Perrette, this will be her last season.
I'm one of them, yeah.
What was your reaction to the news, and did she tell you directly? And
yeah, I mean, she let all of us know ahead of time, and the reason I say I'm sad is just because she's been a close friend for years, and but it was the same deal as when Michael left, and he had this great opportunity to go do the show Bull that's on right after us, and I was bummed to see him go as well, but then again, you look at a show like that and you go, man, you get 15 years as one character. I mean, you certainly have earned it if you want to go try something else. And I think I can definitely say I'm going to be rooting her on and whatever else she's moving on to. And I'm hoping it's great things. But the cool part is that, like I said,
do you know is she doing it?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her. But I do know that. I mean, it's kind of like with Michael. I think we kind of knew he was going to be doing something. We didn't know what it was necessarily. So you can't really say anything until it's there. But when Michael left, that allowed us to have Wilmer come in and Dwayne come in, and so like I said, there's this ever evolving family, and hopefully we get to keep evolving.
That's awesome. Yeah. Now you said Michael's show Bold is on it for you guys. Do you watch Bold, and what other TV shows do you watch?
Yeah, I do check out Bold. The show that I'm watching right now with my wife is Ozark.
Okay, I actually just binged it recently.
How good is that?
It's pretty great.
The acting is tremendous. It's kind of like gives me that Breaking Bad-y
that's what everyone says.
Vibe a little bit, the crime and the intrigue.
With Jason Bateman.
With Jason Bateman, yeah,
he's great.
He's so good. Laura Linney's so good. That one we've been watching. I pretty much will watch.
Did you binge watch it, or do you just like watch it?
No, my wife and I we have, like I said, we have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. So pretty much by the time they go down for bed, we're just like a little tired and we make it through one. I make it through one. My wife makes it through half of one, and then watches the second half the next day. Usually, that's our jam. But we've basically been. I'm a big. Right now I'm really just watching baseball.
Yeah. Oh, it's very true.
Baseball is kind of where it's at. I'm a big Cubs fan, so I had to tip my cap to the Dodgers and be like, "It's your year." I'm hoping, you took my guys out, but we took you last year. We'll do it again next year. So it's been fun.
That's fair. Now, what do you think of the recent, I guess, boom of procedurals and kind of like this retelling of the procedural drama? Do you watch other shows?
I do watch other. I do watch other procedurals. I think they're all all these procedurals, including ours, is trying to get that right combination. They're trying to get that right combination of drama, of intrigue, of crime solving, and some of them are much more on the crime solvy part of it. Where they're of like Dick Wolf. Law and Order type of genre where it really is about the case for a lot of it, and those can be really fun. I really like a lot of those. I think one thing that our show stands out with is that where other shows are kind of like ripped from the headlines, ours are kind of like ripped from the characters. So you get to see how each crime affects the members of the team. And what those, how our team reacts to these really kind of cool storylines. So I think that each show's trying to do it their own way, but ours is definitely focusing on
it's definitely different.
Who are our guys? Who are our characters? Our family members, and why do we want to tune in each week? It's definitely not just because we want to see whether or not the petty officer actually did it. It's more about I want to see Abby and Jimmy get glued together, or Torres and Bishop, get locked in a big box together. Is that Tony and Ziva? I don't know. But at any rate, it's about the family, which is pretty cool.
Now, what can you tease about how I guess Pauley's exit is addressed on the show? Can you say anything, or?
I have no idea. I don't know. No.
Did you already shoot that episode?
No, she's gonna be here the whole season.
Yeah.
So we're on episode. I think we're shooting episode 9 or 10 right now. So I have no idea. I don't think she has any idea. I don't know. I'm sure our showrunners know and our
so.
network knows. Yeah, I don't know, but I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty cool. Whenever we've said goodbye to some characters before, I feel like we've done right by a lot of them. And some of them have had briefer exits than others, but considering she's been there since day one, I think there's going to be something cool in the works, and I have no idea what it is. But I'm looking forward to seeing what it is, even though it's probably going to be really sad.
No.
I'll just spoiler alert, it's probably going to be sad.
But besides Pauley, what can you tease about, I guess, the rest of the season? I mean, you're not finished filming, but...
Yes, we're not finished filming, but we do have...
What should fans look out for, I guess?
Yes. There's a great storyline coming up that I can tease a little bit. I think I'm allowed to, but
no one's gonna stop you.
No, right? I mean, come on, they're way over there. And she's 5 feet away. She can't get me before I say something. I'm gonna say Joe Spano is coming back as Tobias Fornell, who works for the FBI, and there's a great storyline that's coming up. And I think that's pretty much all I can say about it, because we're really shooting the middle of the season right now. He's just such a good actor.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. And some of the stuff that I've been seeing, speaking of good actors, Maria Bello has been tearing it down and doing a fantastic job. So having good performances is all I can say. Is the theme of the season, or I count myself as very lucky to be able to act alongside these guys. It's pretty cool.
Now, speaking of acting, are there roles out there that you gravitate towards, or stories you want to tell as an actor? And
I grew up doing a lot of theater and a lot of American mid-century theater, so Arthur Miller and Eugene O'Neill and that sort of stuff. So high drama type stuff I really enjoy. Family drama type stuff I really enjoy. This last year on our show, we got to do an episode where I was talking a guy literally off a ledge so he wouldn't kill himself, and that was really fun to do. I'm working on a feature film script now that's all about fatherhood.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's really cool. The last feature film that I co-wrote with my friends Abby Miller, Juan Cardarelli, Eric Levy, that just premiered on Flix Premiere this last week, which is really cool. It's called Congratulations. You should check it out if you'd like. And that one's all about a relationship drama of getting married and what happens when one person wants to get married and the other person's like, that label's not so important to me. Can the institution, not the institution, but the label of being married or not, can that tear two people apart as opposed to bring them together? So that sort of, relationship drama, father-son dynamic drama, all that sort of stuff is the stuff I really, really love. So.
No, as a father, I mean, now you have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old?
Yes, that's right.
So does that kind of change what you look towards? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because then you get a whole different thing. When I was in college and doing father-son relationship drama stuff, I remember I did All My Sons, an Arthur Miller play, which one of my favorite plays of all time, and I saw it entirely from the son's perspective, and that's it. And now I look at it and I start reading it from Joe's perspective, from the father's perspective, and I go, wow, that's a very different play, man. That's completely different than when I was 21 years old or whatever. So it's cool.
That's awesome. Now, what do you want to say to fans before we go?
If you haven't seen this movie, it's called It's a Wonderful
Life.
Yeah. It's right back. It's fantastic. It's really good. It's been out. How long has it been out? Let's see,
Let me check my notes.
1942. At any rate, it's terrific. And you should check it out because there's this guy in it, Jimmy Stewart. He's going to be something. He's really, really good, and I like him.
But you also starred in it in high school, right?
I starred in It's a Wonderful Life, not the black and
Not
white
the-
version.
yeah.
We did it in high school. Ours was in color, and it was really. There's a lot of reviews that came in,
Yeah.
about my portrayal as George Bailey, and I don't think I can go through all of them, but it was really fun. It was how this became my favorite film of all time, and I think it's because I did it over and over and over and over again and got to know the part really well. But it was really fun. I had a blast. But if there's one thing I could say to the audience, to these guys, to the fans,
they're watching you right now.
our
There.
show, there you go,
Been
has
on
been on the air for 15 years, and it's because of you guys, and it's because you guys keep watching, and if you guys keep watching, then that makes us able to continue to make more shows. So please keep watching, because this is a really fun relationship of being able to make more shows, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. So we've been having a great time. So
Now,
thank you.
Are you a tweeter? Do you live tweet at all?
I do tweet. I do tweet sometimes, and then I get people like in Germany or the UK that hate me, and they're like, "Stop spoiling everything."
it,
And I'm like, "This is called a live tweet. It's like where it's live right
Live
now.
tweet.
Just unfollow for like the next 42 minutes, and then I'll, then you can have me back in your life again." But yeah, they get pissed. They get really mad. In German.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know German. I think they're mad. There's a lot of exclamation points.
Don't tweet.
Don't come on.
Be nice.
Yeah, there's some weird.
Well,
words.
before we go, where can they follow you?
Okay, they can follow me at Brian Dietzen.
You have to learn how to spell.
That is the least creative Twitter handle.
That's good.
Ever. Instagram at Brian K. Dietzen, because I think someone else got Brian Dietzen.
Changing
and
it up?
They want there's
Switching it
some
up?
guy had it, and he's like, I'm not going to give it to you,
Yeah.
and it doesn't. So if you go there, it's like, no, he's holding the account hostage. So what can you do? Yeah.
You should do Brian with a Y.
Eat it, troll.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you very
See
much,
ya.
guys.